Peck. I work as my title is ML Ops Engineer at Local SEO Guide. Most of my background is in SEO. I started working on my college's website when I was at college, and then built websites whenever I got an opportunity to. I kind of wormed my way in there. And then I worked for Perficient and did tech SEO with them, and kind of got addicted to it. And then I really like working in like tooling and toolification to figure out those technical issues. So kind of it makes sense, the path, but it is a little bit of a windy one. It's pretty consistent considering it's like for an agency. I feel like agencies kind of tend to be more all over the place. But I occasionally do SEO consulting. I work as I'll kind of give people information about certain like tech SEO and SEO issues I've seen before. And then most of my day is building some of the tools that people use internally to look at sites, and specifically the ones around like data science and machine learning, hence the title. And we do a lot of stuff like we'll look at the tools that we actually like, external tools that people use, and take those results and combine them with like Search Console data. We're very flexible with it. And that's kind of most of my day is like kind of going between talking to people about SEO and building stuff to look at SEO. I've really enjoyed kind of getting more into the engineering aspect. It's really fun. I like coding. It's nice to just kind of sit with a problem and look at it over a really long period of time, instead of kind of going from problem to problem and like having to prioritize things, that kind of thing. I will always have a fondness in my heart for finding the weirdest SEO problem and diving down that rabbit hole and being like, why are they doing this? How can we fix it? And why are they doing this? I feel like a classic one is the engineer's fixed pagination. So if you click next on the last page, it keeps going for eternity. And so you can, it'll say you can write like page 1 million in the URL bar, and it will come up with a fully extant page 1 million that doesn't have any content on it, but does have a next button that you can click to go to the next 1 million page. We're doing a lot of stuff with like keyword sorting and figuring out the best ways to kind of break out keywords, with regards to intent, using entities, using engrams, using all sorts of things, and then looking at how we can group them, and then what the data shows in the different results. And this is just like using Search Console data. So we're like, if we try and assign intent to our keywords and group them, what do the impressions and click-through rate and clicks and the average rank, what does that look like for a query? What does it look like for a URL? We've gotten some really interesting results. It's kind of one of those things where we're kind of trying to figure out what Google thinks from a very different angle. So, we're having some fun with it. I use crawlers quite a bit. I use a variety of them. When I worked at Perficient, we had a proprietary internal crawler that I worked on that was kind of our baby. I miss it to this day. But working on it really helped me see a lot of the problems with like looking at websites from a mass mechanized point of view. It really helped me kind of visualize some of the problems that you get when you are trying to get that much data. So that's like a lot of my passion just comes from like directly working on an internal crawler tool. But I also think that different proprietary and like vendor crawlers have their own like strengths and weaknesses, right? Like you can solve a lot of problems if you use them correctly or look at them right. I'm still pretty enthusiastic about images and search. I think my friend and mentor Mats Tolander used to kind of call it Google's feed envy. Google has kind of Pinterest envy. Feed is envious of all of the like social media sites where you've got a feed and you just kind of get a bunch of information and posts, right? And I think that really plays into images as well. People like images. Images make it really easy to process a lot of information quickly, and Google really seems to be leaning on images. I am also interested in I think that plays into natural language processing as well, and like conversational search. A lot of the stuff I found most interesting, I worked on some Google Assistant projects at Perficient, and the things that I found most interesting about that wasn't necessarily the idea that voice is the future, but that it was a way of having breaking down a natural conversation into component parts, and what it taught me about how you have to construct information to make it naturally seem like a conversation. And so, I still think if you want to kind of think about conversational search, building a Google Assistant or even an Alexa Assistant app thing is a really good way to look at how language breaks down when you are building a conversation, if that makes sense. It was really fun. I don't know. I know voice search as the future is a super kind of gauche thing in the industry. People kind of make fun of it, but it's really fun to build a Google Assistant app and be able to be like, "Hey Google," and have an app you built respond with voice. And I definitely learned a lot about servers and JavaScript and again, building conversations with machines while doing it. Do I think it's necessarily the future? But I do think it can be really good for especially people who have disabilities or people who have little kids and need to call out a search and while they have their hands full of babies, it has applications. I feel like a lot of the tech world is finding something that has some applications, declaring it the future, trying to apply it to everything, and then getting burnt out when it doesn't apply to everything. It just applies to those niche areas. And yeah. the voice stuff, I think, is one of those things. I think something has to kind of give with regards to Google being kind of the monopoly on search. I don't know if it's going to be them no longer like one of the other search engines out there catching up to them, or if it's going to be like some sort of greater oversight for them. But I do think like the idea that Google is somehow too big to fail or too big to be regulated at this point, I don't know. I feel like that's an idea that gets thrown around, but I feel like something is going to probably change there, and that's going to change the way SEOs do their work. Don't get caught up so much in fads. Like everyone in SEO is going to get excited about a new thing every 6 months, but the kind of basis of SEO is always going to basically be the same stuff. There's content and links and a website that you can crawl, you know, and like go for it a bit more. Like be less timid. Do things like interact with other SEOs and other people. They are not terrifying. They are quite nice. Get heavier into JavaScript. Like if I had to go back to 7 years ago, I'd be like, drop everything, start taking JavaScript courses. Really, your brain's still a little elastic. You can probably pick up on it better than that you will be able to in like 4 years. So it'll be really useful for me now if you were learning JavaScript way harder than you are. If you're looking at this series, wondering if SEO is the career for you, it is. It's fun. Do it. Jump in. It'll be fine. Yeah.